And now, your charges are many. Drawing Stellaron spirits into the Xianzhou, resurrecting the Ambrosial Arbor, striking down our people with Mara. The Ten Lords Commission will address these transgressions during your reckoning.
Crimes? If I am guilty, then all of our Xianzhou ancestors are also guilty. They were the ones who accepted the blessings of the abundance and turned their descendants into long-life species. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus are only walking on the road our ancestors once took in days of old. The roots
What's
of
it with
Ambrosial
all the
Arbor
evil people looking so
enveloped the
nice?
Xianzhou Lafu like a living
Doesn't make
creature.
sense.
We controlled the stellar seas, and none could stand in our way. How far the Xianzhou has fallen. We consent to be commanded by the devilish archer. How pitiful. I do not blame you for your ignorance. We were not born in the era when the Ambrosial Arbor first descended, nor did we witness its miracles.
Forgive me for thinking you might have harbored some profound enlightenment. Yours is the same old talk of those who seek power. Our Xianzhou ancestors fought side by side with the Arbiter, laid waste to the Arbor, and established the Ten Lords Commission to lay down the lines between life and death. In doing so, we enshrined our future as human beings. Celestials? There are no Celestials on the Xianzhou. The divine miracles of the abundance, the manipulation of life and death. Your deeds are nothing but evil.
I have nothing to say to you, Master Diviner. You have already made your decision. You have discarded power. A most foolish choice.
Okay, here we go.
Master Diviner, allow me to show you what the Celestials...
Oh, my blade is looking a little low.
Enemy targets detected.
Your end approaches.
He has 1 HP. Oh boy.
Unnecessary.
Just a little something.
I think they locked onto my payload.
Too little.
I'm okay.
Dude, that arrow shot does so much break, it's unbelievable. Like, that break is seriously unbelievable.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That paradise may savor it for me.
Merciful Medicus, hear my call.
What did she do to us? Our health is lowered? What?
That's better. Thanks for the support.
You need it, Pela. More than my other
Ready
characters.
for another?
Oh, we can't use our skills either.
Failed to set you. Too little.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The wind is rising. From the bow! Gale force!
Just a little something.
Okay, we got this, we got this.
Commencing support.
A blade knows no mercy.
I'm so glad Blade still has his super attack.
Now.
To my heart's content.
Stay the course. To the clouds!
Enemy targets detected.
I will dispatch you. That paradise, savor it for me.
Time for a shot.
Oh, I should have healed. Oh shoot. Oh,
never dies.
oh, C5. I forgot about C5. Oh my god. My Natasha's OP.
Gale Force.
Commencing support. Enemy data secure. Net marker activated.
Get her, Pela.
Good old counter.
Why? She said... The ambrosial arbor's descent will bring us undying bodies. The one who gave us the Stellaron said that... Pantilia, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have fulfilled our promise. You, Lord Ravager, must do the same. Now, quickly.
Little pawn, must you force me to intervene directly? I'm loath to flout my philosophy of destruction. Never mind. It would seem the time has come for other means of dismantling the Xianzhou from within.
What?
What a shame. It would have been nice to observe for a little longer. You received the gift of abundance.
Surely you can withstand the blessing of destruction.
What?
Benefactors, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am Lord Ravager Fantilia.
What?
I have come with a single purpose: to set in motion the self-destruction of the Xianzhou.
Miss Tingyun is the Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion? But how can that be? Keep calm, all of you. This is a formidable enemy. We have to stay together.
That is insane. Did they just kill Tingyun? No way.
The fight is set.
Naughty child.
I'm shook. I'm shook, man.
Unnecessary.
Stay the course.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Oh my god, Blade just healed a lot for some reason. What the heck was that? I probably don't even need to build my Bailu at this point. My Natasha's just cracked.
The time is now. We must. Gale Force.
Time for a shot. Now, commencing support. Ready for another?
I will dispatch you.
Let me do this.
Failed to set you.
You are fortunate
Feeling
that
never
Zethro and Selenova never set their gaze upon the Xianzhou. They have no qualms about dealing out destruction by their own hand.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated.
Since that stubborn general has forced me to take center stage, I'll make sure I steal the ship.
Savor it for me.
My apologies for leaving so soon, but I have an appointment to keep. I'm sure my friends here will be happy to entertain you.
Sheesh.
Unnecessary.
Stay the course.
A blade knows no mercy. Your end approaches.
Not my Natasha.
To set you.
Oh my god, get wrecked.
Just a little something.
The wind is rising. From the bow. Gale Force. We have the upper hand. Ready for another?
I will dispatch you.
Spirit never dies. To the clouds!
Okay. Enemy targets detected.
Sick.
Wait, hold on a second. Are you really saying that Miss Ting-Yun was a member of the Antimatter Legion all along? And what was that fire that came out of her? And her body? Where did it go? Mr. Yang, you're smart. What happened just now?
I don't even think Mr. Yang knows, honestly.
The flame we witnessed claimed to be Lord Ravager Fantilia, a name I've heard other nameless speak of in the past.
Oh, okay. He knows
She's
everything.
one of 7 Lord Ravagers who serve Nanook, and finds pleasure in witnessing the self-destruction of mortals. She's led countless souls down a dark and hopeless path.
Meaning that Ting-Yun had long since fallen under the Lord Ravager's influence?
I don't believe so. Fantilia revels in watching a corrupted mind eating away its host from inside out, until the obliteration of both is achieved. But there was no indication that Ting-Yun had been misguided or manipulated. It's possible that the Ting-Yun we knew wasn't her true self, but an image Fantilia devised to serve her own purposes.
You're saying that the real Ting-Yun is still...
I'm sorry, March. I can't say with any certainty where the real Ting-Yun may be, or at what point she was replaced by the imposter. Without knowing where the body vanished to, it'll be tough to get an answer. At this point, it's all just conjecture and hope. But if that body belonged to the real Ting-Yun, it does raise the question of why Fantilia would go to such lengths to destroy any evidence of her. Wouldn't it be more in line with her destructive nature to leave Ting-Yun's remains behind as a display of power? I believe this to be Fantilia's goal: to sow seeds of doubt among us and ensnare us in a malevolent trap.
It's clear that the sudden resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus is all connected to the Lord Ravager. Pretending to be a Xianzhou citizen? Planting a Stellaron in the Luofu? All part of her plan to bring about our self-destruction. Fantilia is aiming for the Ambrosial Arbor. If she succeeds, the Luofu will be deprived of its roots, making its destruction all too easy. We must stop her. We need to take a star skiff to Scale Gorge Waterscape. The Ambrosial Arbor can be sealed from that delve. Let's make haste.
Well, just knows everything, man. Seriously, he's crazy. Alright. Let's go.
That imposter had the audacity to carry out her nefarious plans right under our noses. How utterly despicable. What worries me more is just how many more antimatter saboteurs are at large. This is...
Huh? You're pretty familiar with this place. Yep, it's the Alchemy Commission. No wonder we were getting those military broadcasts on the way over. Something about the Cloud Knights gathering here, right? They're probably coming to fix the Stellaron problem. It's been such a long journey, but now we're finally gonna meet some Cloud Knights. I'll be back with my unit. I didn't lie to you, right? I told you I'd bring you somewhere safe, and I did. Though, we did take a bit of a detour.
Before I arrived in Starskiff Haven, I had a diviner read my fortune for the journey ahead. He told me not to be concerned with the destination, but to seize my chances and travel with the current to reap the greatest harvest.
Meaning?
Meaning, thank you, Miss Sushang.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go report to the nearest captain. You guys can hang around here, but don't run off too far. There'll be Cloud Knights coming to escort you back soon. Bye for now.
The messages never get sent. I wonder what's happening with those three. The Cloud Knights seem to be gathering for the Stellaron disaster. But why did Kafka want us to come here? What happened to them? And what happened to Blade?
Blade is in my hands.
I've delayed for too long. I need more information.
Hi, Luocha. I wish I got you, but I'm glad I didn't because now I got Blade, so I guess it's a win. But they would be such a good team together. I wish. Wish I had Luocha.
I'm sorry, I have to catch up to my friends. Thank you for looking out for me on this journey. Both of you.
What the heck?
What a huge cauldron.
This aureate cauldron is driven by the cloud hymn magic of our people.
What's wrong with Dong Hung?
All the elixir crucibles that the Videodora helped to construct contain cloud hymn magic.
Uh-huh. But I don't need any sort of device to help me command water.
You are indeed the chosen one.
Of Vidyadhara Mirajako? Have these shadows of the past yet to disperse? These memories... No. They have nothing to do with me anymore.
Poor Dong Hung.
Surging power. It's you. You've returned, High Elder. Something fierce.
I'm sorry.
You didn't heed us. It seems you are.
I must find my friends. Whoa.
He's here.
Uh-oh.
Right on time.
That feeling, Kafka. It's welling up within me. That feeling... It's...
Well, don't resist. Let the Mara strike you.
You're here. It's time to pay the price! It's time! You think changing form will help you escape? Escape.
I've told you and that woman many times. I am Dan Heng. I have nothing to do with your past.
Dan Heng. You think another name and face can blot out the sin of your past? You didn't even experience death. I will force this suffering upon you, Dan Heng. You will know the pain of death.
Not on my watch. You're not murdering anyone today, fugitive. You're coming with me.
Jing Yuan's lapdog. Did the general not teach you to choose your battles wisely?
Hey, move back. Things are about to... Huh? You look so familiar.
Look out!
Quit hiding. Your true self revealed.
Stop! You...
I have news for you, boy. Behind you is none other than the traitor of the Xianzhou. A criminal forever banished. The High Elder of the Vidyadhara. Imbibitor Lunae. You really thought the Stellaron hunters were the only ones to infiltrate the Xianzhou?
In that case, I'll bring both of you to justice.
Oh, I see. That's how we fight him. That makes no sense, though.
I've heard of you, Imbibitor Lunae. First it was the Stellaron hunters, now an exiled criminal has infiltrated the Xianzhou. Come get me.
Does he have a girl voice actor?
I have no interest in stoking conflict. I came to ensure the safety of my friends.
Save your excuses for the shackling prison.
Out of the way! Do not be afraid.
Better, but I'm afraid you won't be seeing your friends. They're caught in their own bitter struggle.
Silence! You're not getting away either!
Is that so? Let's heat things up then. Kafka?
Blady, listen to me. Unleash the Mara.
So it begins.
Oh, his blades are actual... What the heck? Oh, that's so cool.
Surrender!
So I think this Imbibitor Lunae, sorry if I said that wrong, I think he is the Archon in relation to Genshin. In my opinion, I think he is the Archon. Just because he's what's the element called again? Imaginary. He's imaginary. So I think that's why he's actually the Archon. Also, just the way he's presented.
Conflict requires undivided focus.
I'm sorry, I'll keep going. But just how he was presented in the story, it kind of seems that way.
What's wrong? Afraid to hurt the boy?
Punish evil!
Fail. Defend you.
God, Blade's so
I
cool.
wonder if the others are okay. Gotta make this quick.
You two just won't give up. I only have one choice.
familiar. Did she teach you? Then you deserve no mercy.
Can't delay any longer. I didn't wish to harm anyone. But there's no other way. Forgive me.
This isn't over.
All of you listen to me. Stop.
Well, Blady, are you satisfied?
What did you do?
I'm just clearing the stage for the grand entrance. Can't have you three misbehaving in front of the Lafu's hotshot general.
Qing Yuan.
General!
Many years have passed since the two of you departed the Xianzhou, and yet the circumstances of your return appear to be equally unhappy. If you still thought of me as a friend, you should have forewarned me.
My task is complete.
That it is. Thank you for assisting the Xianzhou in this small matter. Take this person away. I will pretend I didn't see anything this time.
General,
Now is not the time.
Aw. Poor kid. You know what? I hope my next pull is that kid, honestly.
It has been a long time, old friend.
I'm just gonna call him kid because I don't want to say names
I'm
wrong.
not him.
I'm sorry. You cannot leave yet. Your Astral Express friends are waiting for you in Scale Gorge Waterscape. Shall we go and see them together?
This is intense.
Lunarescent Depths, a realm of singular beauty.
Oh, it's beach.
Scale Gorge Waterscape is the same as when I last laid eyes on it. And here we stand so different from one another. The flesh of long-life species may be immortal, but the constant of heaven and earth eludes them.
You know the Vidyadhara hatching rebirth cycle, General. The waters of the ancient sea have cleansed Danfeng of his past sin. The person that once stood here alongside you is no more. I am Dan Heng. Whether Danfeng was hero or villain has nothing to do with me. I bore his punishment, accepted my eternal banishment without complaint. But do not let his shadow cloud your estimation of me, General.
Raising old nets only darkens the water, an exercise in unhappiness. Perhaps it is your visage, the horns on your head, or the unmistakable air of the High Elder that makes the separation nigh impossible for me.
I already told you,
You did. But to what effect? If words alone were enough to change the heart, this world would be without quarrel. If you wish to rid me of the illusion of Danfeng, you must do something for me. Before I can let Danfeng die and revoke your banishment edict, I need him to do me one final favor. I can guarantee you that when it is done, you will no longer walk in anyone's shadow aboard the Luofu.
I may not be capable of the things that Dan Feng was capable of.
You must do it, or my promise will count for naught. If you wish to blame someone, blame your previous incarnation. Had he not committed that terrible sin, had the power of dragon transmutation been passed on intact, I would have no need to compel you. It is as I said. Here we stand so different from one another. Dan Feng is no more. Now, there is only Dan Heng. But I am the general of the Luofu. There are things that I wish I did not have to do, and yet I must. Let us talk of happier tidings. The friends you made on the Express are here. Do you wish to see them?
You brought them here?
Yes. They are waiting in the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. Go. Your friends are waiting for you.
Look how big that name is in the upper right corner. Dong Hung and Bibidor Lune. Wow. I think that's the longest named character I've ever had.
I have been keeping careful watch against the abominations of abundance, the Stellaron Hunters, and the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. But I never anticipated the Antimatter Legion. The hunt is far from over.
What is that thing?
Our intelligence tells us that the Legion are a mad and destructive war machine. Yet they never took up arms against the Alliance. Lord Ravager Fantalia favors internal collapse, which is why she masterminded the Stellaron crisis and urged the disciples of Sanctus Medicus out of the shadows.
Okay, I'm not gonna read all of those. Aha!
Look, your friends are taking the fight to the Legion as we speak.
We need to help them. Let's go! The strength. Heaven's surge. Break!
Let's make it quick.
A foregone conclusion.
I sense a storm. The Heaven's surge. Rise!
This is our chance.
That is cool. I mean, he's cool, but he's nothing compared to Dan Heng, I'd say. Actually, I was gonna say Blade, but I think Dan Heng.
Who's next?
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I don't want people to hate me for saying stuff like that, so I'm not gonna say it.
Follow my charge.
He's a good character, but he just uses way too many skill points that to have a team for him, you'd have to have only healers and shielders, basically. People who don't use skill points. So that's probably the downside of him.
Bide your time, but don't waste it.
I'm sorry, Jingle. I'm busy talking instead of playing.
Rules are made to be broken.
God, I haven't used Traveler in so long.
The strength. Heaven's surge. Break!
He's fun, though. He's definitely got a cool design.
Conflict is pitiless.
Tough luck running into me. Try that again. You can't run.
Let's go. made to be broken.
A foregone
There we
conclusion.
go.
Here, the thunder.
This is such a weird team. Like, I would never play this team. Look how weird this team is. They use way too many skill points. Yeah, this team is not meta.
Just a scratch. Try that again.
Heaven Surge.
Wait, he doesn't use skill points there? Oh, he gains stacks. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot.
Xingyuan, where have you been?
So basically, oh, I'm sorry guys, I'm an idiot. Now I feel like I probably could have saved for him. Oh well, Blade is still better, he's hotter. But that's just, I didn't know he had stacks. Oh, I'm an idiot, I'm sorry.
Forgive my late arrival, Lady Fu. We are indebted to you and your forces. The Seat of Divine Foresight relayed the battle reports to me. As for Fantilia's plan...
The Ambrosial Arbor. That's her focus. Lord Ravager Fantilia's strategy was to create civil strife, then let it consume the Xianzhou from within. She wanted to use the Arbor to disseminate the power of the Plague's author.
That is clear to me now. Friends of the Astral Express, I have brought someone with me whom I think you'll be eager to see.
Huh? Is that... Dan Heng? You are Dan Heng, right? What's with the horns?
It's a long story, March. It's me.
So, you do have secret strength.
Aww.
Let us save such reminiscence for later, shall we? My astral guests, when you first appeared on the Luofu, your stated aim was the resolution of the Stellaron crisis. I was concerned that the Stellaron hunters harbored ulterior motives and refused your offer. I see now that I was overly anxious. Nevertheless, it is true that the motives of the Stellaron hunters were not what they appeared. In order that the Express and the Xianzhou fight side by side, Kafka lured you here and broadened the scope of the crisis. In doing so, she succeeded in making it clear that your sincerity is beyond doubt. The Luofu is in your debt, and I have no right to seek further assistance from you. However, as Lady Fu has explained, the appearance of Fantilia means that the situation is far from under our control. As General of the Luofu, it would be foolish of me not to ask Dan Heng and the rest of you for your strength at this critical moment.
Even if the crisis on the Luofu had nothing to do with the Stellaron, I would be willing to help. But I can't speak for the other members of my crew.
I want to say something for a sec. And I know people might hate me for saying this. I don't know if you will or won't, but people are saying, oh, this game is so much better than Genshin, and it's so much more different than Genshin. Well, that is true, but in terms of story, I feel like they have the same amount of dialogue and maybe the same amount of cutscenes. I think there's more cutscenes in this one though. But it's just like, guys, no game is better than another game. All games are made for enjoyment. They're not made to be competition with one another. In my opinion, Genshin's still my favorite. Because it has more exploration in it. This is kind of a side game for me. But yeah, I want you guys to know that no game is better than one another. Games are made just for someone's enjoyment. They're not made to be in competition with one another.
Explore, understand, establish, and connect. As the crew of the Express, that's the Trailblaze creed we follow. Still, when the journey gets tough, those words can feel far off. Fear, risk, enemies, and death are the obstacles we face in pursuit of the creed. That's why the nameless who are able to stay the course number few indeed. Whether our destination lies before us or behind us, the decision is ours to make. Here, as on the Express, every vote counts.
Don Hung?
Thank you, Don Hung.
How am I still one of the nameless? I stand here at the mercy of others without true freedom to speak. But as a descendant of the Vidyadhara, I will fulfill my duty to the Law Fu.
Great! Everyone's just as heroic as when they arrived. So, what's the master plan, General?
There is no master plan, only a bet. A bet on the senior Vidyadhara's incomplete exuviation charm. And on Dong Hong's ability to access the memories of the High Elder.
High Elder?
When the Rainbow Arbiter severed the Ambrosial Arbor, remnants of the curse of the plague's author lingered. In order to make the stemming of those remnants a possibility, the Law Fu invoked the power of the Scions of Permanence.
I will say, though, there is a lot more characters. I feel like Genshin didn't have this many characters, like, at the same time. So they're doing a good job with that in the voice acting, too. And I like that, because voice acting actually makes the story interesting. So that is a difference.
Under the direction of the High Elder, the Vidyadhara guided the waters of the ancient sea to flood the Scale Gorge waterscape delve and contain the Arbor. To commemorate this magnificent feat and sacrifice, the Alliance erected the Dragon Vista Rain Monument, a Vidyadhara statue.
Oh, it looks so much like Don Hung. I wonder if... the statue... is that Don Hung's brother?
I see why you might think so. These events occurred a long time ago. Yet successive generations of High Elders have not differed greatly in their appearance. That is, until the current generation. The most recent successor did not inherit the same level of power, and their appearance is that of a child.
Oh, Bailu?
Do you understand, Don Hong? Since Dong Feng perished, the Law Fu Vidyadhara have no longer had an individual capable of performing such feats. But you, who once kept watch over the Arbor, should be able to open a way through to that great tree. What happens next is in your hands.
Do we get to hear the Traveler talk? Aw, they didn't make her talk. Oh, that's so cool. Yo, that actually gave me shivers. Yo, I got goosebumps from that. Holy shit. That was cool. Their cutscenes are way better. I'm saying it now, they're way better. Wow.
The annals mention that Scale Gorge waterscape was once the location of Dragon Palace. Small wonder. Look at all these submerged structures.
I was fortunate enough to be here during the Shuhu upheaval period. I witnessed this place in its prime. An age passed. The palace was left in ruins. Lady Fu.
Here, General.
Remain here. Lead the Cloud Knights in defense of this passage. We must prevent further incidents.
Jingyuan, General, are you planning to face Fantilia alone?
I wouldn't say so. I'll be counting on a few friends for support.
General, don't cast us aside. We're willing to go with you.
Yes, General. We may not be the mightiest force, but it's our duty as Cloud Knights to protect the Xianzhou. How can we let Outworlders face the danger while we stay behind the lines?
I understand your sentiments, soldiers. But the adversary ahead of us is not an abomination of abundance. They are a Lord Ravager of the Antimatter Legion. Crossing this line will bring you into the conflict between the Rainbow Arbiter and the Ruin Author. You have a more important duty. Cloud Knights, attention! After I enter the Ambrosial Arbor, and if the seawater returns to its original state, you must withdraw immediately and seal off the delve once more. The Master Diviner will lead you.
Yes, General!
Lady Fu, if I am unable to return, I entrust you with the important task of relaying the full account to the other Xianzhou ships.
I trust you will be here to reissue the order in person. But whatever the outcome, I will do as you command and honor the mission.
Spoken like a true general.
Ooh. Dude, that song that played is so good. 130 star. Dude, that was so many jades. Is it jades? Is that what it's called?
These steps are so far apart. I've got to find a way down.
Use Scale Gorge waterscape to seal the arbor. Treason! Blasphemy! You've lost your senses. You think this will gain the trust of the Xianzhou natives.
I understand your misgivings, but my decision is made.
Very well.
This must be the first High Elder that accepted the mission to quell the... According to tradition, from then on, successive High Elders were obliged to return to the Dragon Vista Rain Hall. They would guide the tides of the ancient sea to guard and strengthen the Arbor's seal.
Do you remember now?
Yes. Reverence to the three talents, the path to the great roots. It's the way to the root depths.
Is that some kind of riddle? Reverence to the three talons.
Don't worry about it. Just follow me.
Oh, what a huge palace. Completely abandoned. That must have been difficult for them. Imagine how upset you'd be if you had to abandon me.
For the Vidyadhara, it must have been a necessary sacrifice.
Remove the 3 Vidyadhara seals. Okay. So there's a certain sequence?
This is one of the places mentioned in the riddle. One of the 3 talents. If we can break the seal here, we'll be a step closer to the roots of the arbor.
Those seals you mentioned, do you mean these weird-looking stone lanterns?
That's right. From what I recall, we have to touch these stone lanterns in a particular sequence.
Hey, check it out! The bases of these stone lanterns are different.
Oh, the bases are different. I see, okay. I didn't notice that before. Thanks, March. You're actually very smart. Oh.
It worked.
General, did you hear about Miss Ting-Yun?
I received word from Lady Fu. The depth of Fentilia's infiltration, along with her meticulous planning, makes her extremely difficult to guard against. The Cloud Knights will carry out an investigation. But for now, our most pressing matter is to put a stop to Fentilia's scheme.